Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guide 365, and today I'm going to review the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray edition of Mad Max: The Road Warrior. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. You can also find me over Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at Movie Guide 365. Okay, Mad Max, or Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior, is here on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, released by Warner Brothers. It comes in a slipcover edition, available at all your local and online retailers, as well as a Best Buy exclusive steelbook. Now, as far as the film itself goes, I have a long history with the Mad Max franchise. These were among some of my father's favorite films. I have watched these movies on VHS so many times, to the point where I could almost recite the entirety of the first Mad Max and The Road Warrior by heart. Not so much anymore, but I've seen them a lot. And I was very excited that Warner Brothers announced that this one was coming out on 4K. And just, you know, it's iconic. This is iconic post-apocalyptic mayhem. And we do have Mel Gibson as Mad Max in the iconic role. And I just love the mayhem. Going back to this one after a few years, it just reminds me of how well done this is. I think George Miller did a great job behind the director's chair. There's a unique vision here. The characters are awesome. And I just love the movie. I think it's just action heavy, high octane kind of fun. And it still holds up today. It's really just great action films that aren't made like this anymore. It's really kind of few and far between that we get something of this caliber. I love these movies, and I'm just very happy that they're on 4K. And I just, I could watch many more, of these films in a franchise. So hopefully we get more at some point. But yeah, okay. So we're going to talk about the picture quality and the audio in just a moment. But first, let's do a quick unboxing. Okay, we have the 4K slipcover edition of Mad Max: The Road Warrior. You're probably wondering, since I'm a steelbook collector, why I didn't opt for the steelbook. I wanted to match the other two movies, the original Mad Max and Mad Max Fury Road, which are in slipcovers. So I just felt it would have been off to have this one and Beyond Thunderdome as steelbook. So that's the only reason. But I do really like the cover. I think this one and Thunderdome match very well, and we'll show that in that video. So, and we have the back. And then we have the spine, the interior, and we have black and yellow. So yeah, very nice presentation from Warner Brothers. Now let's talk about the picture quality and the audio. Mad Max: The Road Warrior on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray has a 239:1 aspect ratio with native 4K resolution and HDR10 for the grading. There is a fine layer of film grain, which makes the movie look very cinematic. Now, there were a couple of soft instances sprinkled throughout the movie. I'm not quite sure if DNR was applied in those instances, but generally speaking, the image quality is much improved over the Blu-ray. The color palette presentation here on The Road Warrior is, in a word, fantastic. This movie looks absolutely breathtaking at times. Whether it's the earthy tones through the wasteland or the blue skies, a couple of the more colorful outfits really stand out, and just the general look of the film is very natural and bold. And I also feel that skin tones are very well done here. They look warm, and just the overall look with the color does a great job with the benefit of HDR. Black levels also are really well rendered here with HDR. There's a good amount of deepness in especially the nighttime sequences, and low-level lighting situations also look very good. Shadow detail, I feel, is very strong, and no issues of elevation to speak of at any given moment throughout the film. The 4K resolution gives you an awesome amount of extra detail. When Max's interceptor at the opening of the film is racing towards the camera, you can make out the dings and scratches and dirt on the hood, and costuming also really give you that nice extra layer of texture. Skin also benefits here with the imperfections and cuts and bruises, and landscaping also really looks nice and detailed. I'm very impressed with the 4K resolution, and it's a noticeable upgrade over the Blu-ray. Mad Max: The Road Warrior on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray supports a Dolby Atmos audio presentation. The disc also supports a Dolby Digital 5.1 as well as a Dolby 2.0 audio track. Unfortunately for you purists out there, it appears the 2.0 track is not the original audio. Instead, it's a folded down remix. In addition, the Dolby Atmos appears to have some new sound effects added to the audio track, a la Batman 1989 when it came to the 4K presentation. Now, once again, purists may find fault with this one, but if you're somebody that embraces the audio track, I think you'll have a lot to enjoy, though it does have its issues from time to time. While dialogue in the center channel can be clear at times, unfortunately I did notice a couple issues with dialogue reproduction. Issues ranging from muffled tones to flat out distortion can be easily heard, and unfortunately it was something a little bit distracting in my listening experience. Front speakers, however, do sound very good and they complement the center channel nicely. Mid-level and rear speakers, I think there's a good amount of ambience and activity at any given moment. Whether it's wind blowing or a car or motorcycle racing behind you, I think it's quite active pretty much consistently throughout the film. High speakers use a mix of complementary and discrete channel activity. It opens up the soundstage considerably, and there are several good moments throughout the movie that make great use of it. The gyrocopter, for instance, is being one example, as does the aforementioned wind in several instances. So, generally speaking, the Atmos in the height speakers sounds very well done. And the LFE channel, boom. This thing I can honestly see being the issue with some purists. It does sound very aggressive. The opening chase sequence, it's just going to rock your home theater to the point where it might even clip some of your subwoofers. That being said, I found it to be very aggressive and enjoyable, and I think overall it adds to a very immersive element to the track. For the picture quality, I'm going to give Mad Max The Road Warrior on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray a solid A. In my opinion, this is a night and day difference over the Blu-ray. This movie looks fantastic, breathtaking at times. Colors are reproduced very well, black levels are solid, and the 4K resolution brings out a lot of extra detail. The movie has never looked better on any formats, and if you're a fan of the film, you're definitely going to enjoy the results. For the audio presentation, I'm going to have to score this as a B. Unfortunately, the dialogue issues in the center channel are just way too noticeable and frequent to give this a higher score. But that being said, I am a fan of the audio track in the Dolby Atmos. It's very immersive, it's extremely aggressive, and it adds a whole new element to this audio track. I'm very impressed with the results here, and while some purists may disagree, I think the Atmos is a solid upgrade. So that is my review of Mad Max The Road Warrior on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. If you're interested in picking this up for yourself, I will leave an Amazon link in the comment section below. If you use it, it really helps out the channel. But if you have the disc already, let me know your thoughts in the comments. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.